Radical expressions and functions. When we have the cubed root of 8, 3 is called the index, and the radicand is the symbol. The radicand is what's inside the radical symbol. The index indicates the number of factors of a base you need to have before the base can be removed from the radical. So the cubed root of 8 is 3. The cubed root, 3 is the index. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. Since I have this 2 3 times, I take out the base, 2. If the index is even, the radicand must be positive. Otherwise, you'll tell me non-real until we learn about other numbers that aren't real numbers. Anytime you have an even index, you must make sure that when you simplify the radical, the result must be positive. To guarantee that a variable represents a positive number, use absolute value bars. But if you have an odd index when you simplify the radical, the result may be negative, or it may be positive. We don't really care when the index is odd. If the radicand is negative, that's okay, because you can factor out a negative sign. So if I wanted to simplify the square root, and again, there's an invisible 2 here for the square root for our index. The square root of 9t squared. Well, the square root of 9 is 3, and I have t as a factor twice, and that's what I was looking for, so I take out a t. But since I don't know that the t is positive, and the index was even, I need to guarantee that I have a positive answer. So I go ahead and put absolute value bars around my answer. The square root, again, this is a square root when you don't see an index, it's 2. All other indexes you'll see. The square root of a plus 1 squared. Well, this means that I have a plus 1 twice. And the index indicates how many times I must find a base multiplied to itself in order to take out the base. So this is a plus 1 twice. That's the base. I needed 2 of them. So I take this answer as a plus 1. But since I don't know that this represents a positive result and my index was even, I put absolute value bars around my result to guarantee that a plus 1 is my answer, is positive. Now I don't want to put just around a, because if a was a negative number, adding 1 to it would be very different than the absolute value of a adding 1 to it. So you need to keep this a plus 1 all grouped together and put the bars around the entire expression.